I'm going to take you over and show you a house that sold this week, or actually it's under contract. This is the entrance to the house. It has a U-shaped driveway. It's paved, but it's old pavement. It's got to be redone. Last year, the pipes froze during the winter and flooded the house out. Inside of it's been ripped out and then partially replaced, and it's still not finished though. So the crew that bought this house is going to have to do a lot of work on it. It's not a bad little house, but it needs just about everything done. Here's the other half of the driveway. Like I say, it's paved, but you can see in the middle, it comes up and it makes it difficult to even plow it like this. I've been over here plowing it for years. Okay, let's take a look at the inside. It's a nice front door. It's a good solid door, kind of nice looking. Of course, it's still under contract now, so. Now, it's pretty warm in here because the winter time is outside and it's very cold outside, so we're trying to keep that outside. But let's see. This is one of the bedrooms. This is, I guess, the main bedroom or the master bedroom. There's no bathroom down here, but there is a closet, a walk-in closet, which needs work. Let's see if I can put the light on. I mean, it's a pretty good sized closet. Does need work. And when the house was repaired, all these walls were taken out of here from the frozen pipe, the burst pipe. All the walls were taken out, and one of the rooms, even the ceiling was. And the electrician started on doing a panel here, a secondary panel for the room next door. The main panel is over there. This is all leftover furniture that's going to be disposed of one way or another. There's a nice couch that's up for grabs, whoever wants it. Back here we have a supply room. As you can see, the electrical is not done yet, and most of this still needs to be done. But that part's not going to be that difficult for a team that does this all the time. All this stuff will be going out of here, either to the dumpster or donated, or I might even see if I can get a couple of things like the fan over there, you know. And over here we have a washer, which I'm not sure what's going to happen with the washer. If it's going to go, if it's going to stay. It's kind of indeterminate at this point. It's the electric water heater. I think it's standard 40 gallon. There's the gauge over there. You see the blue. That's what caused the flood in here. Is that gauge froze and expanded and just flooded this whole place out. The floor is brand new. It's been replaced all throughout the downstairs here. Now I'll take you a look at the upstairs. I'll show you the upstairs, what that looks like. The stairs are in the middle of the house, and they're pretty sturdy. These stairs were rebuilt a couple years ago because they weren't so sturdy. Some of the floor up here has been replaced. As you can see, that's fairly new. It's a little bit it's kind of not very neat up here right now because the house, after being sold and put under contract, people that own this property are going through it to see what they want and what they don't want. But here's your standard bathroom. Here's your outside, the view from the bathroom. It's a very dirty window right now, but that's the view right behind the house. Toilet doesn't have a seat on it right now because it did have a handicap seat for an elderly person, and We took that out and haven't been able to find the other seat to put back in there yet. It's the basic showers, plenty of hot water. The nice thing about this house is the roof does not leak anywhere. I know it's a little dark in here to see everything. This is a sink that's in the corner. I'm not sure where that went. That must have went in a cabinet underneath here or something. Now, let me show you the other bedroom. This was the one she slept in last. And by the way, she's not deceased or anything. She just can't get around up here anymore. So this is where she slept, and it was a good spot for her because the bathroom was just right out here. And the rail, and we put a handrail in here to help her get to the bathroom so she wouldn't be falling down there. She really appreciated this rail, and I'm glad she did. It's very sturdy. I don't think anybody could rip it off the wall. So this is like I said, this is the main bedroom. It's kind of in disarray right now. It still has some things in here, collectible things. There's the stairs that go down. There's a stove, electric stove. I don't know why that's sitting on it. I'm gonna put it over here. This is actually a portable dishwasher, which just rolls over here to the sink and just plugs in right here. And works great, believe it or not, and gets used. It's not just something left over here that nobody ever used. It gets used all the time. So this is a kitchen. Show you the view outside the window. And besides it being really dirty, and it's right up to the woods. The woods come right up to the house. It's very outdated. This banister broke off the other day when a piece of furniture was being moved out of here. But it's pretty outdated. I got a microwave that works fine. She used that for everything. Or actually, her helpers used that for everything to feed her. She couldn't make it over to it. She couldn't walk anymore before she left here. Here's an upstairs view of outside. And you can see there's a deck right here. It's not real big, but it's sturdy. It's a strong deck. It comes with a wood stove, which is a really nice wood stove. It's a strong one. It's not one of these cheap $1,000 or $2,000 ones. I bet you that thing cost, maybe $5,000-$6,000. Who knows, even more. I mean, it is a wood stove. It does function. She was using this to heat her house for as long as she could, and then after a while she couldn't get wood hauled upstairs to use this, so she had to turn on the electric heat, which I'm going to check right now, by the way. Make sure it's on. That one's on. I want to make sure because it's supposed to get really hot. I mean, really cold. I'm going to put it up a little more. The electric heat is very expensive, so we definitely try not to use it more than we have to. Now here's the outside of the north side of the house. As you can see, there are things, trees and debris and everything else right up here. And this is one of the chairs right here that's up for grabs. It's in perfect shape. Genuine leather, no rips, no cuts, no nothing in it. It's a really nice chair. The other one we gave was an electric one, similar to this one. TVs, little knickknacks, things on the wall, other antique things. All be going pretty soon. This fan right here is brand new. Works really nice. She's never used AC up here in all the 40 years that they lived here. They had a lot of fans. And there's not a lot left here, but that's how they did it. And there's no leaks in the ceiling. The ceiling looks pretty flat, as far as I can tell. There's just a little issue right there. It doesn't look serious because it looks flat and stable. No leaks. It looks like it's holding its own. So it needs to be cleaned up and everything. And check this heater. Yeah, that one's on too. That's good because it's supposed to get really cold here. And I just want to make sure that it doesn't flood out again. That's the last thing we need is to see the house flood out again, just as it's been sold. So this is what they got to work with. It does look like a lot of work, and depending on how far they go with it, I mean, if you update this kitchen, we all know what that involves. It's pretty much stainless steel refrigerator, marble top. Although I think this has marble top already. No, some of it is. That's stone, and this is not. But the cabinets would all have to go. Refrigerator, stove. This table right here, somebody has claimed, and it is wood. That's going to go into another house. There's some things left up here from before. Actually, this is one of the owners of the house right there. He was in the Army for 20 years, an Army man, retired to this house with his wife. We were trying to figure out what to do with a lot of his things, like these metals right here. What do we do with these metals? These are metals that he accomplished throughout his career, I'm guessing. And there's some paintings here. So that's the house. That's what it looks like. That's the inside of the house. Anyway, I can show you the outside, might as well. It's very cold out, so I'm not crazy about being out there. But this is the house. I'm going to leave the lights off. It has heat on. It's hopefully good enough. I'll come back and check it again. Probably tomorrow. It's supposed to be really crummy weather tomorrow. And a little bit of snow, a little slush, and then after that, really, really cold. The cold's what worries me because of pipes everywhere, not just here, but in my own house. Okay, here's the door, which somehow got painted when they put the new walls in here. The people who did that painted the door. It was the same color as the back, which I kind of like better. It has that old Gothic look to it. Love this door. Okay, there's the front of the house. I showed you the back. This is the side of the house. It has and a deck right here. And there's a lot of junk out back here. That's where most of the refuse ended up. There's a little shed here. There's the back of the house. You can see there's trees all around it, right up to it. I'm going to come back over there and get one of these pieces of glass and put it back in the window it goes in. So this is the side. I'll go around the other side. Neighbors, the nearest neighbor is over there. I don't know how far that is. I'm going to say like 500 feet. Now this is the north side of the house going over here. And it's all woods, as you can see. We have a dog collar up here on the tree. One of her dogs, she had two dogs. One of the dogs died 6 feet away from her, and she laid next to the dog for 4 days, unable to get up. And incidentally, didn't even know that the dog had died right beside her. The other dog was a survivor and made it through 4 days of no water, no food in this house with the owner on the floor, unable to get up for 4 days. So that's the story with this house. It's for sale, and what I'm thinking of doing, I'm hoping that I can come over here and make a follow-up. Once the crew gets in here and starts working on it, I'll come over and I'll see what I can do about taping all that, and you know, step by step as they work on it, as they clean it out. I'm curious exactly what they're going to do. They're going to take all these trees out of here. A lot of them have already been thinned out. From across the street, a few months ago or a year ago, you couldn't even tell this house was here. It was, of course, it's winter now. There's no leaves on these trees, but you couldn't tell the house was here because it was like invisible. You couldn't see it. You'd hear the lady yelling at her dogs occasionally, but that's about it. So that's it. That's the story of this house. And I'll see if I can keep up and make a series of it so you can see how this house goes from beginning to end.